Hi, everybody. This is the Lucky TJ at Living Metaphysically. Haven't made a video in a couple of days. I've been so busy. Oh my goodness gracious! And today I really gosh, I had a wonderfully happy day. I hope you did too. So I want to talk real quick about one one project. Well, it's not a project. It's actually a company that's really exciting that I want you to know a little bit about. And also, they are related to a different company that I'm a part of that I really like. So I'm going to jump right in here and talk about Ocular. So, as you can see, Ocular is a fully integrated anti money laundering, know your customer biometric solution. So that's so awesome, especially in today's world of all kinds of hacking and the need for security, particularly online. And Ocular is a company that is really serious about being able to provide a much needed thing in the world. So I'll just read a little bit of what they have here. They provide instant verification of a customer's background. The platform leverages cryptographic security mechanisms employed. I shouldn't be reading this to you, but anyway, what they're doing is um, they're providing a system to be able to have financial institutions or be able to verify their customers. And it's all related to knowing your customer, and they're offering a three-factor authentication that's really awesome. And it's to provide it's against it provides safeguards for anti-theft, false registrations, civil attacks, um, and they're using artificial intelligence and other machine learning. So it's really awesome. They can dynamically monitor and upgrade itself. So I'm really impressed with it because was just thinking a lot about Ocular. They also have a token called the Ocular token. And I never even really heard of what a civil attack is. And I was looking at it, and it's just saying the civil attack is an attack where where a system is subverted by forging identities in peer-to-peer networks. So it's multiple attacks. So I really think that you might want to take a look on their website, and I found a really great little video that they have. So I'm going to play the video so that I don't have to talk about what they're doing, and you can just see it for a second for yourself.
Equivalent.
Oh,
Let's
whoops.
begin.
Wait a minute. Let's go back to the beginning.
Welcome to the Ocular AML KYC demonstration. We are going to a level 5 demonstration today, which is a full collection of data to allow a person in our risk valuation to spend or invest up to $100,000 US equivalent. Let's begin. In the first screen, we are going to capture basic information. We are beginning to build the file on an individual. For email address, we are going to validate on the next screen. We have just received a validation code in our email inbox and will enter it here. And now our email is validated. Going on to the address screen, here we are asking for the country again, as it is regarding the country of origin for the cell phone service. So in this case, the phone is issued in the United States, so the country code is +1, and that helps us with our SMS validation on the next step. Our cell phone just received a code. We enter here, and now that is validated. Now, there are multiple forms of government ID we can take. We can accept and verify almost any country's passport, but in this case, I'm going to select Government ID and use a driver's license that was uploaded to our local machine. Now we are going to take some selfies. What selfies do is help us build a profile on facial characteristics of an individual. This will be helpful for our three-factor authentication later on when we can text an individual and ask them for a picture of themselves to confirm that they are who they say they are at the time of a purchase or a deposit or a transaction of some kind. It's a security measure. So first we are going to do a regular face, and then we are going to a smiling face, and then we are going to do an eyes closed face. Next, we are going to create a username and password. And what we need to do is authorize a background check. So all of the database searches we are going to do in a minute are validated and approved by each customer coming in. This allows us to do the background check now, and we also can do it in the future if we need more information from the individual. So it has to be accepted before we can go forward. Now all of the information we have gathered is going through the databases, including United Nations, OFAC, Interpol, and other worldwide government agency watch lists. And the other action here is taking the information through LexisNexis to validate the authenticity of the ID. This is the information we entered. And this is information that was gathered from our ID. And it matches, so that is good. And you will notice the risk score as we go forward. Here are the selfies. Here's the driver's license that was reviewed and approved. And that database has sent us back an approval of this particular document with a date timestamp and case number in the event it needed to be pulled up. Notice here as well that the system pulled out that this is a New York State driver's license. The driver's license does not display or offer the issuing country, but the information that was captured from it is here, and the information was validated. And here is the summary. We went through a KYC level 5, and the status is processing because a human being is required to review the file and then accept. The face match is 0% because of the poor picture quality of the ID, so an individual verifies this information. When required to provide another selfie in the future, it will be matched against the selfies provided, not the ID, resulting in higher face match success. So here is the result of the risk valuation, and this means there is a 25% risk exposure, and once the face is verified, it will come down some. Once a three-factor verification is complete in the future, the percentage will probably be somewhere between 5 and 10% risk factor. You can see here we passed all the databases, and you can see the selfie values for the back office to evaluate. Here's the image from the document and the signature. And this completes a Level 5 KYC. And we appreciate you taking the time to watch this, and we look forward to any questions you might have.
Yeah, it was slick. So yeah, all right, let me get out of the full screen. So I love it, and I was looking at this project. If you just want to see a little bit more about what's going on, you can take a look at their website. It's www.ocular1ctech.io, and I think it's just awesome. So now here's the part that's really awesome here. Hate to be saying awesome. It's really late, so I kind of didn't really want to make a video, but I just thought since I was reading this, that I wanted to go ahead. Now, Ocular also has partnered with OlePay and Jack Chang, the inventor of the ATM and early ETF systems, to have a reloadable credit card. So that sounds really great. So of course the benefits of the card is that you're going to have rewards with Ocular tokens, etc., etc. So you can see that it's going to be something that's really exciting. It'll be attached to a bank and an e-wallet account. So all of this is right here. So the project, I shouldn't call it a project. It's actually a company that's associated with this. And I know about it, but they have very strict compliance. So I'm skeptical as to how much of it I can tell you about, but I can tell you that it is in partnership with Ocular. And so I am going to put my link in the description so that you can find out more about it, because you are more than likely going to be interested in it if you're into cryptocurrency. So they have a white paper, and the one thing I did was I didn't really read the white paper, but I was looking at the timeline of everything they're doing, and so far it seems like they're right on target. And then what else? The strategic partners. So I was looking at 4New last year because they are a source. They're making an effort to have some sort of renewable energy. And I was looking at the Forbes article that they're taught. That's right here. So where's that at? So I clicked that and I have it right here. So let's go. I wanted to look at one more thing before I do that. Okay, just close this. Ocular. Where's their team? Oh, that's the part I wanted to just read before. I wanted to show it to you before we get to that article. So look at their team. So for one thing, I'm not sure about you, but having a teeny bit of experience in the cryptocurrency world, since I've had it's 2 years, which is a lot compared to, well, almost 2 years, which is a lot compared to most people. You look at these companies, looking at projects, taking a look and and seeing like, okay, now what do you compare them to? What is their website? Have they been able to pull off what they're saying they're doing? Who are their partners? What is going on with them, and seeing, like, because you have to have had some experience in the past to let you know like what's out there, what's been out. When I say out there, I mean in the crypto space. What's out there now, what was out there last year and any of the years before. Did they help people? Do they have a project that's viable? Have they been able to actually uh, bring any value to people, or did they crash and burn? Do they have anything that are they on track to continue in the future? All of these are very important questions, and I think that many people haven't taken a lot of time to really dive deep and get these questions answered before they risk aligning with some companies. So take a look at you can look at their team. So they have a really large team, and I know that this guy is in with this other company that I've been able to get aligned with. I really like them. They for what I can see, what they're doing is very different than some of the other companies, because they're taking their time and making everything so that they are launching in a very well planned, well thought out, and not cutting corners way. And there's no bullshit with them. Whereas we're not compliant in the United States and all this other stuff. I understand that there's a lot of compliance issues in the United States, and a lot of companies have just said, okay, well, we won't, because of their product, they can't have United States people be involved. So maybe sometimes what they do is just say, well, okay, well, use some sort of way around it. But that's just a pain in the butt, because you know you couldn't do that with this company because they have very strict KYC. So that's another reason why I like the company that's associated with this. So anyway, I was just looking at, you know, their who's who, and so they have a large team of people. They have a head of compliance. I mean, they have everything: legal, advisors. They have a lot. So that in itself is pretty great. They have hey, you know what? They have a Telegram. So I'm going to join that so I can see a little bit more. So I'll keep you up to date with what's going on with it. All right, there it is. I'm going to join. So as you can see, I belong to a lot of crypto groups. This basically hung over from last year. So let's go back to the article though. So here was an article. What they did was they took the Forbes article and they put it into Google Doc. So here it is. Blockchain. I don't know what that reads, but it's talking about Robert Vong and how what did this say? I was more interested basically in this guy Simon, who is the head of both companies. Actually, Simon Stockvoid, co-founder and president of Ocular, told Forbes Vietnam that his company is negotiating to buy a bank. So what does it take for a person or a company to buy a bank? The company's goal was to create bank accounts, provide electronic wallets and bank cards for users in the network. That is really awesome. So can they pull it off? I think that they already have. And that's enough said. So not to be all mysterious, it's just that they are pulling this off. So you can read all this stuff for yourself. And what else? What else did I want to say? I just want to go ahead and open up some of the people on the team so we can see some of their bio. Law degree from Oslo, prestigious University of Oslo. All right, what else? LinkedIn, everybody's got LinkedIn, I'm supposing. How much of this company makes sense to you? That's the whole question. So I just want to look at a couple of those, and then I guess I wanted to look at let's look at the white paper. Let's do this. Let's put it anywhere. Okay, so I really like Ocular. I think that you should check it out. All right, let's see. Nice and big. All right, here it is. Ocular white paper back from June the 20th. And it just talks all about, hey, let me make it smaller again. Back. All right, there it is. I know it looks pretty stupid for me to just move this. It's just a fact of we did already read what it is, that they are into making sure that people have less ability to fraud and money launder. And I'm like, if this is not a great project, I don't know what one is. So I only just really wanted to make a brief video so that I could talk to you a little bit about the other thing. And I might not even post this one. I don't know. It just sounds crazy. I didn't do enough research. But nonetheless, compliance with KYC, deep integration with blockchain tech will leverage the capabilities of Ocular with that of distributed ledgers in general. We'll form partnerships with other they're already doing this stuff. Compliance with financial services, bank accounts, credit cards, exchanges, both fiats. Anyway, I'm telling you first, in case you didn't already know. All right, so with that, I'm just going to go back and to my motto, which is question everything. And there's a lot of, I've been doing a lot of studying, a lot of, well, I've always been studying crypto and currency and companies, etc. And then also marketing, team building, making money. And also, it's not only about making money, it's about living a happy life, So I am going to have my link in the description for something you may be interested in. And then also, my future plans that I have already started is that, essentially going to be separating my um my so my like happiness channel or support channel off from living metaphysically onto a different one, which is, I think you've already probably know, it's discover the I am within to improve your life. And the basic part of that is going to be to support you in being able to have the best life that you were actually born to have. So on here, on Living Metaphysically, my motto is always to question everything so that you can see what might be in the way of you having what you want. But Living Metaphysically has always been a channel that's sort of been an everything channel that has part of my spiritual support and beliefs, and also with my crypto stuff. So I'm going to separate it back off into basically, the crypto, and then I'll keep the other a little bit separate. So maybe people like that a lot better. So with that, I'm going to get off and hope that you found some sort of value. If you did, then subscribe, check out my other videos, hit the notification bell, and I will see you in the next video or on to the other channel. All right, peace out.